Well, hey everybody. Welcome back to my channel. I'm Bobbie and this is Bobbie Reads Tarot. And today, you guys, I want to do a deep dive on Erika Kirk. I know I just did a reading on her, but I want to dive deeper because there's some really crazy stuff coming up about her connections to Trump through the Miss Arizona pageant system. It's come out that she could potentially be connected to some human, you know, and there's just a lot of really dark stuff. And I'm one, and then there's her, I think, grandfather worked for the Trump organization. There's just a lot of connections. So I want to just deep dive on Erika Kirk, okay? So as always, my readings are for entertainment purposes only. Please do your own research, form your own opinions, and please be kind to one another in the comment section down below. Okay, first thing I want to look at is I want to look at the energy behind Erika Kirk, and I want to see just how Erika and Charlie came together, because I'm wondering if it was like a setup, not a setup like someone set them up, but like a setup, like there's what's it called? A honeypot there, that she could potentially be that. That's like, it's like Melania, although Melania is more of a red sparrow. Anyway, I just Google those words if you don't know what they mean. Okay. The World card. Okay, hold on, you guys. I want to put these all out here and see the energy. Okay, so let's take a peek at what's going on here. The first thing we have is the World card. The World card is very interesting. It's like a card of completion. It's a card of success. It's a card of a masterpiece, creating a masterpiece. This could be someone setting this up. This is really hard to tell. It's a weird card for the question, but it's a card of like completion. So the challenge is the Princess of Swords, and the Princess of Swords she's very, oh my God, it's a contract, you guys. Yeah, it's a contract. Okay, for entertainment purposes only, Princess of Swords signed a contract. And something that my eyes just, went to was this Two of Swords for the final outcome. And, we've blonde hair, wearing white. Erika Kirk always wears a white suit with a black shirt, holding two swords, and there's two guns crossed in front of her. We're going to get to this, but this is troublesome. The energy that this relationship came from is Temperance reversed. Temperance reversed is excess or overflow, okay? So this is that. It's coming from that energy of excess or overflow. This could have been a lot of assistance getting this together. But this is just things are out of balance. The relationship is out of balance, and it's out of balance because it's not built on a strong foundation. Well, why is it not built on a strong foundation? Because I don't think it's built in truth. I don't think it was built in truth. The energy of where this is going forward is the Six of Cups, you guys, and this is the MAGA card. Six of Cups reversed is remembering the past more fondly than it actually was. This is MAGA energy. She's going into this hardcore. She is all in. The aim, what she's trying to actively seek, the Two of Pentacles reversed. This is ego. This is all about ego. This isn't good energy. This is about your pride getting in the way. She has ambitions and used Charlie for entertainment purposes only, use Charlie as a stepping stone to get where she is. She is now running the largest Christian, alt-right, whatever, youth organization in the world. Okay. Now that Charlie's gone, the amount of money that's pouring into Turning Point USA, it's disgusting. And I feel like this Two of Swords to me feels like she had a choice, like I think she knew that this was going to happen. And she was all in for it. I mean, she's a human, so there may have been part of her that is, sad. And her message of forgiveness was nice at the Nazi rally / funeral that they had for him. But I don't know. I don't know how real that is. Now, maybe she was doing that, I forgive him, so that to try to make it go away. So people would be like, oh, she forgives the shooter, so we don't need to, like, I don't know, make as big of a deal of it. It can just kind of fade away in the news cycle. Maybe that was her intention behind saying that. What was the underlying issue? Oh my God. It's the 10 of Pentacles, but you guys, look who's on the card. JFK, RFK. They were both assassinated by the CIA. Wow. So this was the subconscious thing. Obviously, when her and him got together or were set up, I'm sure there were no plans to take him out. But I think it was to put her in so that she would have access to the inner workings of Turning Point USA and control. They would get control through her. Well, after, it grows to what it is, then it benefits all of them to take out Charlie Kirk. And it's so sad to me because, regardless of his politics were vile. The things he said were vile, inexcusable. With that being said, no one has the right to take someone else's life. Never. No matter how vile the words are that come out of their mouth, because we have freedom of speech. Okay. And it's just like, so for me, like the saddest thing is that, this man, as vile as he was, lost his life. And that's just wrong. It's wrong. It is not for us to determine when someone else's life should be over. And it's just, there are two little innocent children in this that were born into this and didn't ask for it. And now they have to grow up without a father. And my God, look at RFK Jr. Look how messed up he is after, his father's, and he was there too. I think he was there too. He saw the assassination. Now these kids are really small, so they're probably not going to remember, but still the amount of trauma that is involved in that, it's going to be rough on them. Now, the energy of the relationship is the Prince of Pentacles reversed. This is like all about financial issues, wanting the money, financial mismanagement. We need to watch Turning Point USA and what happens with their finances and their funds. Are they being drained? The environment is the Ace of Swords. Look at this, you guys. This is coming in. This is conquest. This is taking out whoever you need to take out, and this is conquest. This is the environment that they're all in. So there's many of them that feel like this. Hopes or fears, Ace of Pentacles reversed. Ace of Pentacles reversed is being very greedy, being incredibly greedy. They wanted the power and control of Turning Point USA because it's a powerful organization. And then final outcome, we kind of already talked about this Two of Swords. This is, having a decision to make. It's a choice. And I think she made some really heartless choices. Okay, so now what I want to do, now that we've seen that, is I want to pull some different oracle cards. I've pulled out quite a few just to see if Spirit wants to give us more, okay, more to this story. So I don't have a particular spread in mind that I want to do. I'm not going to throw out a bunch of cards and then go through them all. I'm just going to kind of go through them just a few at a time. So the first ones we're going to start with is what's the tea? And I just want Spirit, anything that Spirit wants to tell us about Erika Kirk, the past between her and Charlie, the incident. Let's look at that specifically. Let's look at energy around Erika Kirk and Charlie Kirk's assassination. Let's narrow it down. Let's look at that. Okay, so Spirit, what can you tell us about the energy between Erika Kirk and what happened to Charlie Kirk? What do you have for us? What should we know? Whoa, okay, hold on, let me grab those. Okay, you guys, we have a dirty offer, stalker, cyberbully. So she made her choice. She knew she was given a dirty offer. I feel like this is the energy around them meeting. I'm sure that he was watched, and cyberbully makes me feel like he was watched online. She probably went through all of his online stuff, his postings, his vlogs, everything that he's done as research before, bumping into him or wherever they just happened to meet, like baloney. Okay, what else do you have for us, Spirit? Romantic love affair with jackpot. So this relationship is where she hit the jackpot. This was her jackpot. Karmic friends. Now, this is a card that talks about karmic energy, and these are people that could be working out their own karma. These are relationships that could be working out karma for both people. So this, and keep your friends close, keep your enemies closer. He didn't realize he married the enemy. Now, I don't want to glorify him, okay? I know that this reading is sounding like very compassionate. I just want to put that out there really quickly because I don't want to lose the fact that Charlie Kirk said terrible, terrible things about women, people of color, people that are members of the LGBTQ plus community. So I just want to insert that real quick, okay? So we don't lose sight, you guys. We gotta stay focused. Okay. We don't want to just turn Erika Kirk into the bully and oh, poor Charlie, because no. Charlie supported his own death, Okay. I've been thinking about doing a video about how Charlie Kirk manifested his own death. But I wouldn't focus on him specifically. It's more about how our thoughts control our experience. So if that's something that you guys would be interested in, let me know in the comment section down below. If you guys think that that would be in bad taste, then tell me that as well, because I don't want to put out something offensive. For me, I'm looking at it as like an example in manifestation, not like, oh, it's his fault, not looking at it from that angle, but looking at it from like cause and effect of how manifestation works, and then how you can use that in your own life. Let me know what you think. Boss Daddy. This makes me feel like there were people at the top pulling the strings, the boss daddies, like the top of the top, okay? The 1%, the people that are really running the world. And I wonder how much of this is the military industrial complex, because so much of what they do it's not out there. We don't know. There's so many black projects. So for all we know, they're running things or part of it, into you. Let's see what else we have. Drama starter. I'm wondering if Erika is actually in love with someone else, with one of the boss daddies. But then we have this drama starter. So the question, that we were really trying to look at is her involvement in what happened. And we have drama starter. So I do think that she I don't know. I don't think she knew beforehand. I don't think she knew beforehand, but I think she knew in the back of her mind that it could always be a possibility. So I don't think she was surprised. And I think that she saw it as her opportunity. So I don't think she was too sad about it. I think she was like, okay, I'm free. I'm out of this relationship. And now I can run. Now I can run Turning Point USA, which was what I was just saying. She got an offer. She got an offer out of it. So she was like, yeah, why not? This is, divination abuser, abusing the power that she has. Abusing the power that she has. And she's going to continue to abuse the power that she has. What else do you have for us, Spirit? Uninterested. I think she's uninterested in the whole process of figuring out who really killed Charlie Kirk. That's why I think she said, I forgive his killer, because it's like, can we just move past this? I forgive the killer. Let's just move on. I feel like, again, like it's that she's uninterested in continuing on, like the grieving process. Okay, let's get these out of the way, and I want to pull some other cards. If you guys are ever curious to know what decks I'm using, if you click on the description box down below and you click where it says more, it will expand that for you. There's all kinds of good information under there, but it also has the link to my website, and it's just bobbiereads.com. On my website, I have a page that has every single deck that I use on there. And if you click on the picture, it'll actually take you to a link where you can purchase it, or just get the deck information and then purchase it wherever you like to purchase your decks. Also on there is, and my newer decks are to the bottom. Okay, so I get some people that comment, it's not there. If it's a newer, scroll all the way to the bottom. Okay. And also, if you've ever been interested in having your own reading with me, you can do that on my website as well. I do live readings and recorded readings. And I have my secure portal there on the website, so you can go in there and book that. I have my booking calendar. So I am booking up, you guys. So if you are interested in getting a reading, I would encourage you to get it scheduled sooner rather than later, just so that you don't miss out. Okay, let's see what we have here. Okay, Spirit, so what other information can you give us about either Erika Kirk or this particular situation? Battle, worship, battle, celebrates success, and returns to normal. Yay, I'm free. I get to go back to my normal life prior to marrying Charlie Kirk. Okay, we have experiment or test. So what my mind keeps going back to is JFK's assassination and Lee Harvey Oswald, and how I've done a lot of research on history. I love history, you guys. And I've studied the JFK assassination, and there is a lot of chatter about MK Ultra, that program by the CIA, which basically is a mind control program, and it's been going on forever. And the files were destroyed when who was it that? Oh my God, I can't remember, but there was an outgoing CIA, like the head of the CIA, and he was going out when Nixon was going out, and so he ordered them to destroy all the MK Ultra files. So all of that's gone now. I don't think MK Ultra just stopped right then. I think it's continued. And one of the things that they were working on is an idea of a Manchurian candidate, or yeah. And it's someone who has been, programmed to be an ultimate fighter. They were doing this to create super soldiers. After World War II and then Vietnam, they were looking for how to basically control these soldiers to make them monsters in battle. And there's talk that Lee Harvey Oswald was programmed by MK Ultra, by that program. And then Jack Ruby, who went in and killed Lee Harvey Oswald before there could ever be a trial. So, oh, how convenient is that? Jack Ruby always maintained his innocence. Or no, he didn't maintain his innocence because he shot him in the courtroom. But I think he came back and said like he didn't remember it or something like that. And he could have been part of it too. And so I go back to this and I see this kid, Tyler Robinson, and he may very well be guilty, but things are not adding up and he's maintaining his innocence. And I'm wondering, was this kid, you know, did they use those tactics? Did they do it online? Was he targeted? Are lots of young men targeted in some way online, which, radicalizes them and has them do these things, and then they use that to their advantage, and the government, and they're able to basically have these people be the patsy while the military itself takes out the person they want to take out. And this just, it's, I'm seeing this and I'm like, this is the JFK assassination investigation all over again. So this experiment or test just makes me think, like, are they testing these people? I go back to Thomas Michael Crooks, the young man who allegedly attempted to assassinate Trump. And I see him and I'm like, I think he's another one. I don't think he did it. And I think, it's so sad. And then the parents went silent. Why did the parents go silent? Could they have been paid off? I don't know. Okay, let's see what else we have. Sorry, you guys, this video is getting long. I'm just like, this is crazy. Planned outcome. This was planned. I mean, we know that. Absolutely. Wow. Okay. I think we've seen enough. Let's shift gears, my friends, and go to an oracle card, because you guys love the oracle cards. I know you guys absolutely loved yesterday's card. And then I included a video of my 20-year-old who was like 3 at the time singing into the toilet. And I know that sounds weird, but it was very cute. He was singing the Wishing Well song from Snow White. So anyway, he has autism. So when he was little, he had echolalia. So he just sings the same part of the song over and over and over again, but it's still so cute. Now he's like a grown man. He's like 6 feet tall. He towers over me, but still has the sweetest disposition ever. I'm just so blessed because, so many kiddos that are on the spectrum really struggle with emotion regulation. And thankfully, that has not been Charlie's experience at all. So I feel super blessed and super grateful, and I don't take that for granted. Okay, so now let's get a final message from Spirit. What would Spirit like you to know, like us to know, to get us through today? And I decided to use the Rose Pocket Oracle today. Let's see what we've got here. What would Spirit like for us to know today? What advice or message? Oh, there it is. Oh, looks like we got 2. We have the Breathing Rose and Plant Yourself Here. The Breathing Rose says, heart healing, emotions, time eases. Often healing is a slow, steady process. It's complex, not linear. It takes as long as it takes. And most of the time, that's much longer than we'd wish. But like all things in nature, there's a mysterious intelligence to it. And if we trust it and let the vibrant petals fall to the earth, cut back what's no longer, and protect the new shoots and buds from being pried open, we may find ourselves in a second bloom. And fruit will follow. You can't manufacture that. We must trust the great mystery in the process. The bud somehow manages to burst through the constraints by opening to life. All of nature has this intelligence within it. The challenge when we're going through a time of healing, which is another word for growth, transformation, change, is not to close ourselves off from the world when we most want to separate and shut down. to somehow find the courage to open through the agony, the difficulty, and the hurt. And when we feel safe enough, to let life soften us, not harden us, to deepen and cradle us. This is a card of deep heart healing. It will often come to us as a symbol of emotional healing that's in the process of happening. The mending's underway. Treat yourself and your healing with compassion, understanding, and gentleness. This is a card of deep encouragement that you're doing it. Time will ease everything soon. You know, we had a card the other day that was about grieving those who we've lost. And then I shared with you my weekly oracle card, which was the Chamber of Healing. So healing is a big theme that keeps coming up this week, and a lot of different tarot readers and channelers and psychics and mediums and mystics have predicted that after this time of chaos, there's going to be this amazing time of healing. And I feel like those of us that are awakening, we are beginning to receive that healing. And as you're healing, things sometimes come up, things that can be challenging. And it's okay. It's time to work through it so that you can release it, so that you can receive that healing. And the healing is coming. It's coming for us. I feel like for a lot of us, it's already here. It's already beginning. And it's so interesting too, because I bought a candle the other day it's a healing candle, and I bought it because I'm in so much pain because of my silly back, my sciatic nerve. So I think everybody is searching for healing. So this just gives me so much peace and reassurance that it's coming. So all of us that are either in pain physically or emotionally, the healing it's here for us. And then the second message we have from Spirit is plant yourself here. Integration, embodiment, action. Invite your soul to come all the way in, from your knees to your nose, your cheeks to your toes. Fully embody your life. Drop the defensive walls. Let your soul land and occupy each and every cell. Anchor all parts of you into the here and now. Life is here even when death is here. Birth isn't possible without it. And you came here to birth this world anew. Don't you remember? Fully commit to living this life. Put your 2 feet and your ancient soul wholly and completely in. This is the card of the one who's committed to being the bridge between heaven and earth, the embodied mystic. They know that they don't need to denounce either heaven or earth. Rather, they are a weaver of worlds, here to embody their soul more and more with each new day, here to weave the sacred back into everyday life. This card is an invitation to commit more fully to your life as a soul having a human experience, to invite your soul to grow roots that reach deep so that you can grow tall, to commit to your humanity and your expansion at once. The rose invites us to embrace all stages of life on earth, from the buds to the bloom, from the cutting back to the fruit. Her beauty and sweet scent are an embodiment of heaven, a nectarous reward for being here. The rose reminds us to take a moment to properly enjoy the sweetness, and that heaven really can be a place on earth. All right, you guys, if you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up on your way out. And also, if you have not yet subscribed, please consider subscribing. It's free and it helps out my channel so much, you guys. And finally, if you would like to take your support of my channel one step further, you can become a member. Membership is 99 cents a month, and the information to join is in that description box down below. And members get access to member exclusive content. It's fun over there. So if you're interested, please go check that out. I want to thank you guys so much for hanging out with me while I flip cards, and I will see you in my next video. Bye, friends.